Competition never match me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash.
Coach, playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready? Yellow lady. 45.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. There's Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. You don't know no better. Check 37. Check it.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Go Bandit!
On 2nd and 12, Brady. open man. Gronkowski complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Here goes 21. Hey, easy.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
On first down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Keep it up, guys. Kill. Hey, echo. 2 little, cut. 45. Mike. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slant. Shoot. 11. 45 to Mike. 45. Hey, wahoo!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll let this go for the end. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game.
Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check. Fresno. Kill.
Throwing now is Breeze. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 49. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49.
Kill. Hey, 66.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
I'm coming for you, mom. Right there.
From just shy of midfield, Brady is going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Hey, easy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for six. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And nothing but green grass here. No in the field. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 21-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 21-0 our score after 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
5-1. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. It's coming this way, Here we go, here we go, here we go. Tonight.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And that will be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 17-yard line.
Wait, that fly, 20. Check flight 54. Let's go on. No, 66. Go Bandit!
On play action, now Brady. Escaping the pressure. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Hey, 29, it's Alpha.
All day, just like that, just like that.
Kill, kill, kill. Alert! Check three. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Regular. Flare, alert, flare. Under 10.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, Harris. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Check back. 45. 21. 45. Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
To throw is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First down.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
5-9.
To throw, it's Breeze. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
45. 45, Mike, 45. Here we go. Hey, easy. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Let's make these.
On third and long, it's Breeze. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go. Let's go.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Breeze to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
What's good on the extra point? And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Rip right. 72.
Here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. To try again after the sack. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Wait, 20. 56. Hey, keep it. Ozzy. Go 50.
On third and long, it's Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down to close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Oh, you got deep?
Breeze now on first down. He's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down, Saints.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. Looking for Sanders. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Check 50. Check 50. Hatchet. Hatchet. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
They go play action here on first down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On second down, it's Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw is Brady. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Jones. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, man. Hey, Alabama.
Now a play fake. Brady. Complete to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, Brooks fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Wait, that 380.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Brady, and that'll be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
You got tight right there. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, dude. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go.
45 the Mike. 45 the Mike.
Kill. 45 the Mike.
We don't want this.
Check hot route. Hot. Check 24. Check 24.
Breeze now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Whoa. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Good. Mike 4, ready.
45. Mike, 45.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, it's just me and you.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Well, they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Push him back. Shoot. Hey, 66. Regular.
Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Alabama, 380. Watch 54. I'm trying to collect. Check the backer. Watch twist.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 24. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10 from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now left side on the swing pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready, 95-56. 54 Mike. I got it. He's checking.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the Buccaneers' 6-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Hey, alert 3. Good eye.
First carry for a Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Hey, easy.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wait, that 380.
Mike's by 4. I got you, boy. Shoot.
Sponge. Alert. You draw Corker.
From the 17, Brady. That's caught by Howard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Wait, 20. 54. Mike, 54. You rush. Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Brooks. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Throwing is Brady on third down. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them, because they're going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.